Okay, entitled title from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Beverly Crusher, Star Trek character, first appearance, encounter at Farpoint, 1987, created by Gene Roddenberry, DC Fontana, portrayed by Gates McFadden, in-universe information, species human, affiliation, United Federation of Planets, Starfleet, family Paul Howard, father, Isabel Howard, mother, Vasilia Howard, grandmother, spouse Jack Crusher, deceased, children Wesley Crusher, Jack Crusher, 2, origin Copernicus City, Luna, hosting USS Enterprise E, FCT, INS, N, NEM, USS Enterprise D, Season 1, 3-7 Gen, Starfleet Medical Office, Medical, Season 2, Picard Final. Page 2. Position Chief Medical Officer, Season 1 and 3-7 films. Captain Acting, Season 6. Head of Starfleet Medical, Season 2, Picard Final. Rank Commander, Season 1-7, films. Admiral Picard Final, Dr. Beverly Crusher, as fictional character in the Star Trek franchise played by Gates McFadden, debuting in the television series Star Trek The Next Generation. McFadden appeared in every season except the second, as well as the spin off feature film Star Trek Generations, Star Trek First Contact, Star Trek Insurrection, and Star Trek Nemesis. McFadden returned to the role in the third season of Star Trek Picard. She also had a cameo appearance in the Star Trek Prodigy, both as a holographic recreation and the real Crusher. Crusher was the chief medical officer of the Enterprise D and the Enterprise E, two starship in the Star Trek universe. Casting Gates McFadden was reluctant to accept the role of Dr. Crusher because of her commitment to appear in the play Matchmaker at the Jolla Playhouse before McFadden was cast as Anne Twomey and Jenny Agutter, who considered for the role during the second season. The character was written out of the series with the explanation that she was off heading to up with Starfleet Medical for the year. Producer Rick Berman was said that McFadden left due to discipline with the head of TNG writer of the time, Maurice Hurley. She was replaced by the allowed more optional Dr. Katherine Pulaski, DM Muldaur. Patrick Stewart was upset by McFadden's departure and played a large part of the bringing about her return after Hurley's left. at the end of the second season. 3 through 5. Early life. Beverly Crusher was born at Beverly Howard on October 13th, 2324, in Copernicus City, Luna. Her ancestor was Scottish American. Following the death of her parents when she was very young, she lived with her grandmother, Felissa Howard, on Arvada 3, a colony planet, until her moon collision caused the planet to flood, forcing its evacuation. Resourceful Felissa, with her granddaughter's aid, used herb, grass, and tree chemical and root and medicine when synthetic medicine ran out for injured. During her youth, Beverly was known as a quite shy and socially awkward. She was also very self so conscious about her bright red hair, and at the age of 13 attempted to dye it dark with disastrous results. She admitted to Data later in the episode Offspring that she was often ridiculous, ridiculed, unpopular in school, and had been very painful for her. She also admitted that it brought back painful memories of those years when she saw her son Wesley going through similar ridicule as a child. It was her grandmother's career as head at Beverly on carrying high intelligence and sensitivity that largely sparked Beverly's lifelong interest in medicine and healing the sick, and when the Arvala 3 disaster solidified Beverly's decision to be a doctor. After Arvada 3 was evacuated, Beverly and uh, Felicia was settled on Carl, Carl's, Carl, 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 so, Carl, so, Carl Dos 4 when Beverly lived until she entered Starfleet Academy. Crusher attended Starfleet Academy from 2342 to 2350. During she attended medical school. While attending the academy, she became romantically involved with fellow cadet Jack Crusher. They were introduced by their friend Walker Keel. She gradually topped off her class and married Jack in 2348. She had also been called the Dancing Doctor when she was the Academy because of her won multiple awards at the dance competition in St. Louis, Missouri in 2350. She started an internship with Dr. Dalen Quays family. After marrying Jack Beverly during the academy while he left for the USS Stargazer, a year later she gave birth to a son named Jack Crusher. Jack died on an away mission when Wesley was 5 years old. Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who was commanding the Stargazer at the time, took home the body of Jack. She never fully recovered from his death. Dr. Crusher and Captain Picard were also acquaintances while the character of husband was alive. As Picard and Jack Crusher were very good friends at the time, the beginning of the series, Picard and Dr. Crusher have not seen heard each other since Jack's death and Carter at Farpoint. At this time, Picard and Dr. Crusher's son Wesley truly met face to face later in his life. She realized Picard had fallen in love with her. At this time goes by both Crusher and Picard to conceal their feelings for each other. Their relationship advanced and detached when the two were linked telepathy and their romantic feelings are revealed. At the end of the episode, Beverly tells Jean-Luc, "Perhaps we should be afraid," implying that she not realized to take the steps forward in their relationship. However, only a handful of episodes later, Sub Rosa, it's revealed that neither Beverly nor Jean-Luc had been able to let go of those feelings. As and there are back when they started trying to pretend feelings don't exist. And they had no problems being just friends with one another. In the series final, All Good Things, it revealed that an alternate future, Dr. Crusher and Captain Picard had been married and then divorced, still evident that having feelings for each other, one in each another after many years. Little information is given about circumstances for their marriage and separation. In the present, the two shares kiss. However, the particular timeline in East when Picard changes the past. In the Forge Next Generation movies, the flirtation between Dr. Crusher and Captain Picard remains through this is not oblivious. Previous episode and most certainly is not part of the certainly movie plots. In most notably moments between two happens in one or the deleted scenes, the last Next Generation movies, Star Trek Nemesis. Following the television series films, the relationship between Dr. Crusher and Captain Picard continues through non-continual Star Trek The Next Generation pocketbooks series. Beverly and Jean-Luc Picard have married, but serves together on the Enterprise E. They have a son named René Jacques Robert François Picard, named after Picard's older brother, Robert, and nephew, Rene. However, in the Chronicle sequence series Star Trek Picard, Beverly and Jean-Luc have not married. They have conceived a son, Jack, too, but mounting assassination attempts on Picard's have led Beverly to hide Jack's away from him and raise Jack by himself and by 2401. Beverly is plotting her own charity hospital ship, the SS Ilios, assetting his own son in his criminal exploits by sent a message to Jean-Luc requesting help and get severely injured when encountering an aggressive band of raiders. Picard, commanding a Starfleet ship, the USS Titan, rescues her and Jack right before the raiders led to the Vedic, destroys the Ilus. After she is treated, Beverly helps the Titan medical staff through the third season, and her analysis of autopoiesis and etiologization of Vedic with Picard proves critical of helping uncover the conspiracy of rogue changeling infiltration of Starfleet out of the revenge of Starfleet's medical experimentation of acting through the Dominion Wars. She's reunited with the rest of the Enterprise crew as they race to prevent this conspiration and the collaboration of the Borg from further attacking Starfleet. They are too late. Picard decides to infiltrate the Borg derelict cube and rescue the newly assimilated Jack. Beverly fires the torpedoes that destroys the cube while the rest of the crew beams Picard and Jack out. By 2402, after developing new transporter modifications and gene's therapy to prevent the conspirators and their partner, the Borg, returning their commission and reinstating Beverly, is promoted to rank of admiral. And Beverly and Picard sees their son off joining Starfleet aboard the USS Enterprise G. Beverly and Jean-Luc are last seen playing poker with the rest of the Enterprise D crew in 10th floor bar of Los Angeles. Finally, content with their lives. In Star Trek Prodigy Season 2, Katherine contacts Beverly in 2384 after meeting Wesley. Beverly isn't able to offer much insight into her son's current activities as Wesley hasn't visited her in years. Beverly's last statement that for a time traveler, I wished I had the more time to spend with his mother. Wesley had finally visited his mother, and she introduced Wesley to his little mother for the first time. Jack having for the small child at the time. Reception. The character was generally being positively received. Jack Handel of the ACV Club praised Gates McFadden performance as well as the inclusion of strong, likable female character in the series, but lacked in the character potentially potential was never fully recognized, saying that she shouldn't have been one of the next generation's best character, but that too often her character. Being related to the backup role, in, injecting occasional medical jargon to give color to the scene, or else worrying to the one side about whether or not Wesley was getting enough fun in her life. McFadden was left the series at the end of the first season and was replaced by Deanne Muldaur as Dr. Katherine Pulaski at the beginning of the second season. An official announcement stated that McFadden was at left the series to pursue other career options. McFadden herself got a call from the agent who told her producer had decided to go in another direction with the character with another cast member. McFadden was surprised. Thanks to the letter written by the campaign, support from Patrick Stewart and personal from the executive producer Rick Berman. McFadden was brought back to the Next Generation cast from the third and season, with only third appearance for season 2 being stock footage. In an interview in May 2006, Berman revealed that the actress was fired at the end of the first season of The Next Generation because head writer Maurice Hurley had a real bone picking and did not like her acting. After Hurley departed the show writer staff, Berman brought the actress character back. In 2016, Sci-Fi ranked Beverly Crusher as the fourth best, sixth main cast space doctor in this Star Trek franchise. In 2016, Beverly Crusher was ranked the 20th most important Star Trek Starfleet within the most science fiction universe by Wired magazine. In 2017, IndieWire ranked Beverly fifth in the list in the important character of Star Trek Next Generation, noting she was pretty much flawless on offering the valid perspectives. In 2017, IndieWire ranked Crusher as the sixth best character in Star Trek Next Generation. In 2018, CBR ranked Beverly Crusher as the 21st best member of Starfleet. In 2018, the rap producer Crusher was 14 out of 39 in ranking the franchise best main character in the Star Trek Discovery. In 2018, Screen Rank suggested that the character was ripe out of spin-off series and highlighting her relation with Picard, also a high potential character. In 2019, Sci-Fi Wire recommended Star Trek Picard, including Beverly Crusher, pointing out her long-time friendship with Titular character and were critical of the lack of screen time Picard had limited and is not explored. It's in your word, Beverly Crusher had almost nothing to do with the Next Generation films. Reference: Star Trek Picard Paramount Press Express archive from the original February 16th, 2023, received May 19th, 2023. Very Adam at B. April 5th, 2022, Star Trek Picard beam up the Next Generation main cast for Season 3, very archived original April 5th, 2022, retrieved April 6th, 2022. Adam Scavenge, the finest crew in the Starfleet, the Next Generation cast on screen, off and off. New York Wolf Valley Books, 1997, 126. Sloan Adam, November 1st, 2006. The memo that never was to be seen slice off sci-fi. Retrieved August 19th, 2025. Star Trek, whose Dr. Crusher left the Next Generation, Season 2, and why she never came back. Screen rank. February 3rd, 2021. The archive original on February 5th, 2021. Received February 6th, 2021. Condom Star Trek The Next Generation, directed by Les Landru. Paramount Pictures, released February 15th, 1992. DVD release 2002. Star Trek Captain Beverly Crusher, Picard, Next Generation. How Next Generation became the biggest starship sort of came in CBR August 5th, 2021. Original April 19th, 2022. Received April 19th, 2022. Handle Zach August 18th, 2011. Star Trek The Next Generation, specifically writes Raffle Hair. The AV Club in Archive, original August 12th, 2014. Received August 11th, 2014. Gates McFadden, Dr. Beverly Crusher, the official Star Trek The Next Generation magazine, volume 12, page 143. HTTP StarTrekMovie.com, 2009 dash Rick Berman talks 18 Star Trek HTTP StarTrekMovie.com, 2009 dash 08. Rick Berman talks 18 Star Trek oral history, March 30th, 2014, the way back. Gina Rick Berman talks 18 Star Trek exclusive oral